Okay, hey folks, here is your video that will show you how to walk through the steps to access our textbook that we're going to be using this semester. Like I've said a couple times, a couple places, this textbook is available for free through the Chaffey College Library. So it's a database in the library. We actually have access to the full Fairchild Fashion Library, which is all of the books that the publisher for all the fashion courses has. So I'm going to walk you through how to get to this book specifically, and then at the end of this video I'll show you how to just search the Fairchild Fashion Library because there's so much good stuff in there. Okay, all right, so what you're going to do is you are going to go to our assignment. It's our assigned reading. So Bam Pow Boo Read. Every module there will be one. And every module in Bam Pow Boo Read, you will have the full access to the full book, and then right underneath that, you will have access to all of the to the readings for this module. So for this module, you need to read Ancient Middle East, Mesopotamia, Greece, and Rome. So for each module, they'll be listed right underneath the full table of contents. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to, if you go ahead and click here, this will take you directly to this section. But the first time you actually have to log in to the database. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll click this button. Since I'm already logged in, I'm just going to switch screens. You're going to click this button, and then you will get to a screen that looks like this. You get the Chaffey College Library, and you'll use the exact same login credentials that you use to log into Canvas. So whatever you use to log into Canvas, you do the same thing, and then you'll click this button that says Login, and after you click that button that says Login, it's actually going to take you directly to either the full book or this section of the book. Okay, so for the purpose of this class, let's say you logged in and you clicked here, and it's going to take you directly to this chapter. So the Ancient Middle East, page range is 9 through 13. Now, this is a hefty book on its own. At the end of this, I'll see if I can turn my camera on so you can see what the book actually looks like. So it's 9 to 13, pages 9 to 13, but on the screen you won't see as many pages because stuff like this takes up 2 pages in the textbook. Stuff like this takes up a whole page. So you may not see the same number of pages. Okay, and then at the end of each chapter there are some questions. Actually, when we get deeper into the book, some of the pages actually have at the end of the modules, they have actual questions too. So you won't have to worry about that. Okay, so Ancient Middle East, if that's that's the section you need to read, go ahead and click there. If not, if you're on to Mesopotamia, you would click Mesopotamia, and we'll pull you in to it. It gives you the table of contents, historic background. So again, just scroll down and read everything. Now, this is one of the chapters that there's some flashcards for and a quiz at the end. The quiz is not required. You do not have to do the quiz to complete this assignment. The quiz is helpful for you to make sure you have a grasp of the material, but it's not required. And again, you see, sorry, I'm scrolling really fast. I'm probably giving you a headache. This is pages 14 through 38. And if I scroll slower, you see there's a lot more information here again, but always some images in here as well. Okay. So now if we go back to the full textbook, if we click on here, this will take us to the table of contents of the book. It will take us to the table of contents of the book. So this will take us to the full book. And again, you can scroll. I'm going to scroll slower so I don't give you a headache. You can scroll slower, and it also, again, takes you to every chapter. And again, you'll see some additional information. Like I said, the quizzes that are in this book, you do not have to do. But again, they're great refreshers for you, and they're a good way for you to study for the exams when we get to the exams. Okay, there's also some flashcards in here. So if you don't want to go chapter by chapter, you could just bookmark this page. You can bookmark this page. Oops, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. No, you can bookmark this page. I'm sorry, I can't on the screen. You can bookmark the URL that's in here, and it'll take you to that every single time. Okay. Now, like I said, in addition to just our textbook, the Fairchild Fashion Library has a lot of other stuff in here. So you always also could just go to the home page of the library. It'll take you here, and depending on what your interests are, there may be some other stuff that you want to see in here. So for instance, this actually is about Dior and the new look. We will talk about that when we get later when we get to the 50s. We'll talk about Dior and the new look. But say for instance, you just want to learn about haute couture. Oops, spell it right. You just want to oops, I still didn't spell it right. You just want to learn about haute couture. If you type in haute couture and then type in search, there's all kind of books. So there's 268 things in this collection. So book chapters. This is a book just about construction. This one is just about making pockets. All right. So there's all kind of other information in the Fairchild Fashion Library. So it's just not by history. It's just not history. It's everything. It's all things fashion. Again, I'm going back to our book. So there's some timelines here, a whole bunch of pictures, a lot of images. There's just a lot of really great stuff in this database if you are a fashionista, right? So just not for this history class. If you just love fashion, you can get anything that you want. If you want to look at a particular designer, so I'm going to put Alexander McQueen in here. Let's see what pops up for Alexander. There we have 169 items in here. And if you take my design fundamentals, we literally use this book. We talk about Alexander McQueen in here in that class too. So there's just a lot of information here. If you are interested in expanding your fashion knowledge, going beyond fashion history, you can use this. You do not have to be a student in this class to access this. You just have to log into the library database. Okay. All right. So that's it. You now know how to access your reading. It will be the same every week. You will have a link to the book with the full table of contents, or just specifically the chapters that we're going to be reading for this mod, for each module. Okay. Have any questions? Hit me up in the inbox, or stop by visiting hours. I love seeing you. All right. Thanks. Bye.